Hello everyone. So I've just purchased a 5x8 mesh bottom trailer from Tractor Supply with 13-inch rims, wheels, both, all of the above. It was on sale for $5.99. They have these same trailers at Lowe's, either for the same price or more expensive, but they only have 12-inch rims. And I actually work at Lowe's, and I preferred to go this method because it was like, you know, the same, essentially the same, if not cheaper price, and you get the bigger tires, which I think is a very big plus. I bought this trailer to surprise my boyfriend. We're building a house, and we kind of need an extra little trailer to kind of carry some stuff around. So I was researching on how to put wood, you know, down onto a mesh bottom trailer, you know, and there was a few tutorials, not a lot. I don't know if this is really a major tutorial, but I just thought I'd share my process of what I've done here, and maybe it can help someone else. And I'm just going to kind of throw this together. I know a lot of people have attached their wood through the metal braces, you know, on the trailer itself, you know, like such as those, you know, the cross beams. I'm not going to do that because honestly I don't feel like drilling through the metal today. I decided that I'm just going to use my carriage bolts and put those through the mesh with some fender washers, and then if my boyfriend wants to drill through the metal, that's fine, he could do it himself. So again, this is a surprise, so I've got a couple hours to do this and I just want to be done with it. Now the wood I've gone ahead and purchased. I live down in Mississippi, down in Gulfport, so we have access to, you know, at the immediate Lowe's. Of course I work there, so I did get my lumber from there because I got a discount. I went ahead and just got it from Lowe's. What I did get was, it was cheaper than untreated lumber. I was going to do the untreated and just pour some motor oil on it, like a number of people have done. Motor oil was mixed with turpentine. But I decided, you know, it was cheaper to get the treated wood, so I went ahead and got treated. This is what I got. I'm not sure if this will focus in on it. Probably not. Anyways, what that little tag says is it's the top choice 1x6x8 treated wood. Now, and of course, you want to pay attention to the actual size of the wood once it's milled down, you know. So a lot of this wood, I thought, you know, at 6 pieces or 6 inches wide, you would probably have to trim one of them. Well, you don't, because all the pieces of wood measure about 5.5. They're essentially under 6 inches. They range in width from 5.5 to just under 6 inches wide. So there's plenty of wiggle room. And another thing is they're all 8 feet long. All but 3 of my boards were exactly 8 feet. So I'm going to have to trim 3 of them here. Just, you know, you can see how much off they are. They're just barely, you know, off. So that won't be anything. So this is this process, just to give you an idea of the exact measurement. I don't know if this really matters to anybody, but I thought I'd share it again. The actual width of the trailer is just under 60. Well, it's right. If you go on the inside, it's hard to do with one hand, but you're just under 60 inches on the inside of the trailer. So that's from the inside to inside edge. So anyways, so that's where I'm at. I will go ahead and update this here in a moment once I have attached all my wood and all that jazz. All right. Okay, so continuing on the next step, I've trimmed my boards here, so everything is fit in here perfectly. Okay, so it all fits. I've got it all pushed towards the center. I started at the center and worked outward, so I do have a little gap on the outside. I put a couple little pieces of wood there just to hold them in place for right now, just so they don't shift when I start to drill them. Of course, I didn't charge the batteries for the drill, so I'm waiting on that. But so in the meantime, though, I'm getting everything prepped. What I did go ahead and do, though, to make sure that the boards are flush against the front of the trailer, I just took one of our pry bars here, and I just kind of, you know, pushed forward to make sure they're up as far as possible. I left the gate up, so then, you know, it's obviously not interfering with the gate by having all the boards right there. I'm not trimming them. I don't need this to look beautiful. It's more about function than appearance as far as this goes. So that's what I've done there. Now, as far as the hardware that I bought, I looked online and I read up other people's setups when they did these things, the putting wood down. And so what I came up with I got 20 carriage bolts, 3 inches long, fully threaded. And then I got 20, they're 3/8 is the same as the bolts. I got 20 of these. There's a bag of 16. And then I got 4 extras. And these are just the lock nuts that have that little plastic piece on the inside that are good for, you know, not coming undone on things that are vibrating a lot. So, like the trailer. And then I also got these fender washers. So, I'm going to drill from the bottom up. So, from underneath the trailer, I'll drill up. And then I'll put the bolt through from the top. And then put the washer and then the bolt underneath, you know, and tighten those down. Yeah, so that's about where I'm at there. And yeah, so I will, like I said a minute ago, you know, this is just my way of doing this. I'm not claiming this is the best way or the only way or the perfect way, nor am I going for perfection. So I just wanted to share what I was doing, and maybe it can just give somebody else some ideas or what have you. So, but yeah, okay, well, I'll keep you guys posted on my next steps. Okay, folks, so I've had a problem, and perhaps I can help save someone else from having the same problem. So I know what carriage bolts are, and I understood the idea behind the nylock bolts, or the nuts. However, I didn't realize it would be an issue when I went to screw them in. So here's my problem, and it started raining too, so that's the other problem. So I went to start screwing on, tightening the bolt or the nut. Well, when it gets really tight on the nylock part, the little plastic piece, well, it makes the carriage bolt spin. So I have no way to keep that from moving, and therefore I cannot tighten my little nut anymore. So the surprise for my boyfriend has been interrupted. I'm sure it'll still be great, but so I'm thinking maybe I should have gone with lock washers instead, or yeah, lock washers, or a different kind of bolt. So I'm going to consult my boyfriend when he gets home, and I have to go to work tonight anyway, so I may be exchanging the hardware that I'm going to use to fasten these down. Before it started downpouring, I did get my first row of little holes drilled, and since the bolts are 3/8, I just drilled 3/8 holes and then hammered the one through. Optimistically, I would have been almost done by now. Anyways, and then also, since this isn't just a little trailer, I did get this little extra box too. I just thought I'd share that. It's a pretty handy dandy box that they carry at Lowe's, and so yeah, I don't know, 53 gallons. It's like 60 bucks. So I thought it'd be pretty handy to, you know, strap to the back of this, and you know, keep tools and stuff in it while you're parked at the house, and whatever. So just thought I'd share that, since it's kind of a package deal, literally. Okay, so to be continued when I have different hardware or a new way to approach things. So again, I don't claim to know it all. It's very obvious that I don't, based on my little situation I'm in. But you know, live and learn. So maybe this will save someone else some grief. All right, till next time. Okay, so the final finished product of the boards down onto the wood. What I ended up doing is I exchanged a lot of my hardware. I stayed with the carriage bolts, but what I did was I kept fender washers, but I also added lock washers, and then I just used regular nuts instead of those nylock nuts, and just fasten those in. So, you know, that works, gets the job done. And again, pressure treated wood, or just treated wood, whatever. And we also added these little tie downs. We went with that instead of just the bolt downs, you know, that the D-rings that sit on top. We actually drilled holes. I don't know if it can be seen. We got those from Lowe's, those little tie downs. We drilled a hole, cut them out. For what it's worth, when we cut the hole, we didn't have an exact drill bit, so it's around the round size of a Copenhagen can. So we just drilled a hole and then cut them out with a jigsaw. So that worked out really good. And so now we got tie downs. Got this little handy box. I don't know if I pointed that out before, from Lowe's. So it's a good storage box for, you know, to take stuff around, since it's not a covered trailer, you know, just a way to transport stuff. So this is the finished product, and again, I hope this helps somebody out there, maybe avoid problems or just ideas on how to set up your own little carry-on, your little trailer. And again, this is from Tractor Supply. Good deal. Keep an eye out for sales with them. I got this 5x8 on sale for $5.99, and it has 13-inch tires. For what it's worth, Lowe's carries the carry-on trailers, same size, 5x8, mesh bottom, but with 12-inch tires for the same price of, I believe it's $6.99, because the Tractor Supply was $5.99 on sale, normally $6.99. So, and read your reviews on the trailers. Tractor Supply trailers had much better reviews than the Lowe's ones. Lowe's ones said stuff about the welds kind of weakening over time. Of course, the paint, everyone says the paint falls off right away. Who cares? If it's a utility trailer, we don't really care about that. So I know some people do, but we didn't. So anyways, happy trailering, people. Bye.